Hi, I'm Judy Copenbarger. These days, there's a lot of buzz about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Do you have some? Should you have some? And if so, how much? Let's take a look at Bitcoin and whether Bitcoin might be the new gold right after this. So, could Bitcoin actually be the new gold? To answer the question, we need to take a look at what it would mean to have been the old gold. So, working with small business owners, people and their families in their financial world for generations now, I've learned a little bit about what works for people. I've also learned that people are emotional about their money and what money can do for them in their life. So every aspect of their finance can potentially be an emotional, touchy subject. And cryptocurrency is one of those areas. Gold is one of those areas. So when we look historically at gold, we talk about gold as the standard, the central, tangible standard from which money value is created. Silver also has been a financial standard or base for a long time. So when we look at the history of gold and how it plays into our financial lives, I've always told all of these clients over the years, you should have some. But how much should you have? And the answer is almost always a little bit. You need some, but you don't want to be overweighted in the area of gold or precious metals or any other genre ever. You don't want to have too much real estate. You don't want to have too much tied up in your businesses. You don't want to have too much tied up in a certain genre of stock. You want to be diversified. When you're diversified, you're reducing and spreading the risk, and you're avoiding a potential implosion. So I've said this for many years about gold, and my whole career, gold has been a portion of almost every client's portfolio, including my own. You should have a little, not a lot. I would say a few percent at the most. If cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in particular is going to be the next new gold, I would give you the same advice. Maybe you should have some, but you don't want to have only Bitcoin. You don't want to just have Litecoin or Cardano or Polkadot. You don't want to have just Stellar. You don't want to have just Bitcoin Cash. You don't want to have just Tether. You don't want to have just Chainlink or Binance Coin. You don't want to just have Monero. So what are all of these cryptocurrencies anyway? All these names, some you may have heard of, some you may not have heard of. Well, these are the companies springing up all over the world that are catching on fire about this cryptocurrency craze. Historically, economists and financial analysts have said cryptocurrency is a Ponzi scheme. It's bad for you. It's going to implode one day. You're seeing Mount Everest in the values right now, but it's got to crash. And I would propose to you, I would agree, it's probably true. And is it worth getting on that bandwagon with everything you have? No way. Now, it doesn't mean you can't do a little bit. But in my experience working with millennials and typically young people who are interested in cryptocurrency and investing that way, is that they're gambling. They're betting it's going to be red, not black. They're betting it's going to be black, not red. They're gambling and betting it's going to go up, not down. And we've seen recently markets that are actually manipulated for the ups and the downs to happen at the right time for people to advantage themselves. I don't know if there's a moral issue there. I don't know if there's an ethical issue, but I do know that anytime decisions are made by my clients or anyone that are out of fear or out of greed, there's going to be an implosion. There's going to be a self-correction and something's going to go sideways at some point. With that being said, I don't think cryptocurrency is the devil, but I want you to know I have zero. I never will own cryptocurrency. None of my clients have any cryptocurrency at all. If you're feeling really good about holding cryptocurrency, good for you. But I just want you to do that in moderation, like anything else, gold or any other genre of investment. Just have a little bit. For something like this that has so much risk associated with it, there's so many things that can go south with these investments, a couple percent of everything you're doing. So if you don't have a 401k participation at work, you're not even putting into your future retirement plan. If you don't have an IRA started, might be an alternative for you. If you don't have a managed portfolio, some good stock and bonds, or some mutual funds like the foundation, you have no good that's going to come from having all your money in one of these risky investments. So those are my 2 cents. Doesn't mean it's bad, but just a little bit. It's just like if you wanted to go smoke something or drink something. I'd say, well, maybe you're not the devil for doing it, but just a little bit. It reminds me of Beanie Babies. And over the years, I've told clients many, many times when they want to get into this new hot thing that we've never seen it before and it's going up because everybody's so excited and there's big buzz, it's like you're buying a Beanie Baby. And if you think about how Beanie Babies worked, they manufactured these little bears and these little deer and these little cats and all these little dolls. And then the company that made them told you what their value was. They'd send out a catalog every week and say, here's the value of these. And they would put whatever value they wanted, raise it up, and then get everybody buying and trading and collecting. And the value for some of these were hundreds, thousands of dollars for a little Beanie Baby. Was it really worth that? Or was it a perceived value from the community engaged in it? Just be careful that you're not investing too much of your growth assets in Beanie Babies or Bitcoin or gold. So if you have any thoughts, if you have any creative questions, I would love to engage with you. Put your comments below. Share this with a friend. And if you want to gently subscribe to this channel, we'll make sure that you are the first to get all the wonderful content that's coming your way. We have so many videos for you about finance, new and old, about how to manage interest, how to manage estate planning, how to manage wealth, and how to actually get there. So stay tuned for future videos. You can ring the bell to make sure that you're the first to be notified. And I trust that this has been a valuable few minutes for you. If you truly want to learn more, I've put together this great course for you called Money, Truth, and Life at judycopenbarger.com. All you need to do is click that cool green button at the top of the site, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know that the banks, the brokers, and the businessmen won't tell you about your money. I've enjoyed having time with you. I'm Judy Copenbarger. God bless.